Every single TikTok video that this guy produces tends to get around 100,000 views. This is absolutely insane. Welcome to the Crazy Good Marketing Podcast. Let's dive into. What's going on, guys? Dino Gomez here. Welcome back to another episode of the Crazy Good Marketing Podcast, where we sit down with industry influencers and pick their brain around something crazy awesome that they are doing to crush it and grow their business in regards to marketing. Today, we're sitting down with Mr. Ken Canion. Love this guy. Super brilliant, genius in so many different regards, and he's crushing it on TikTok. His social media accounts are growing rapidly. Watch out in the next 6 months to a year. He's just we have so much to take away from him because this guy he knows polarizing marketing and content marketing better than almost anybody I've seen online. So Ken, my man, thank you for sitting down. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic, Dino. Man, listen, thank you. I've learned from the best. You know, what Dino's modest, but he's helped me do this that we're doing now. So look, I'm just happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, brother. And so I'm super curious because this is crazy. I'm about to pull up your TikTok right now, and your videos, like first video you did like 40,000 views, and several of your videos, several 100,000 views. One of your videos has like 800,000 views.
I have two videos that have 1 million. I have one that has 2.3 million, and I have one. I got another one that hit 1 million, and I have two that hit 760,000 views.
We're not keeping track or anything, are we?
Yeah. I do you taught me to watch the analytics. I watch my analytics every day. And I know what type of videos, and it's funny we're jumping into this because I know the type of videos that garner a certain type of view count. But I also, which I'll tell people, is I also add different kinds of videos in that I know won't garner as many views, but from a branding perspective, like for instance, I will throw in a video of me speaking, right? And I know it won't get 50,000 views. It might get 6,000 views, but I got 2 booked speaking gigs as a result of it. So
hold on here for a second. So you're saying, Ken, that it's not all about views. Folks listening in, I know you guys post on social media, and if your content doesn't get instantly a like or a comment, you might be one of those individuals that goes and deletes it. I used to be that person myself, so I know. But listen to this guy who's just taking the industry by storm. We're going to get into the different types of content here because there's content that you want to go viral. There's content that converts, might be serve a different purpose. So this is very interesting here, Ken. But let's before we dive into this, quick introduction. What is it you do? What's your niche? What's your area of expertise, my man?
I'm a personal development and relationship coach. I help primarily women navigate the complexities of modern day relationships and dating so that they can live a life of abundance and attract the man of their dreams.
I love that. So Ken is a dating and a relationship coach, personal development coach. So this is interesting, right? Because normally you just hear from like other marketing experts, business specific individuals. Ken's a relationship coach and he's crushing it on social media. Like the speed at which you're growing right now, dude, is fascinating. And again, I love your content. I find it very, very interesting myself. So let's go right back into that. And we'll talk about the videos that did super well and took off and maybe why you think they did so well. What it sounds like you have a formula of different types of content. There's content that's meant to reach a lot of people.
Right.
And then it sounds like there's content that serves a different purpose. How do you view that? What's the difference there?
So what I realized the reason I went to TikTok is because I had studied the algorithm of Instagram and YouTube, and it was very difficult to kind of break through once you broke through. But I looked at the algorithm for TikTok and I said, TikTok rewards people. When people watch, they show it to more people. And so I began thinking about pain points. So all of my videos are around a pain point. And so when I put up a video, I know that I'm talking to my avatar because my avatar has a pain point. For instance, one of my videos that got 1 million views was, if a man ghosts you, do this. And so I know
Ooh.
ghosting is a pain point. And so that title alone makes you compelled to, hey, I want to know what to do. And so I realized with the algorithm of TikTok, the more views I got, the more followers I got. It was almost the way I make content was conducive to getting followers because people were like, I want more of this. And so the formula was, whatever the pain point is, I create the hook based on the pain point, and I could do a short form vertical video and just boom, just hit them with some value, a lot of value really, really quick based on how people consume. And man, I found a formula that works.
You have the formula. And so I'm super excited to dive into this deeper here because you absolutely have a formula. And so you're saying what you've said so far, right, is you figure out that pain point, the thing that's top of mind. What are they thinking? What's my target audience of women that are single that want to date? What are they thinking? What are they dealing with? And then you're going to go create a piece of content around that. And in a moment, guys, we're actually going to take you over to Ken's TikTok profile so you can follow him there. But we're also going to go through his videos and see if he'll walk us through what's happening in different videos, why some of them really took off and got hundreds of thousands of views. So we'll look at that. But okay, so pain point, and then you immediately dive into that subject because you know that's top of mind. So that's a huge takeaway. Question for you here, because I hear this quite a bit. What is your perspective around, am I giving too much value? And because you're in the coaching space, if you tell somebody in this video, here's what to do when a man's ghosting you, are they like, that's all I need? I don't need Ken as a coach now? Because I know you're crushing it with your coaching business, but what's your take on that per se, though?
So I used to be one of those people who would say, nah, don't give them all the content, hold something back for later. But then about 10 years ago, I had an epiphany. I realized, and I looked at Home Depot. I know Home Depot and Lowe's do-it-yourself store, because I realized those stores were created for the do-it-yourself guy, but I was never a do-it-yourself guy. I want somebody to come in and I want you to do your expertise, your expert work for me. And so what I realized was the more value that I gave a person, the more they would want me to come in and do my expert work. And so, man, when people say that now, and even guys like you, Dino, what people don't know, I got to say this really quick. When I was looking for a coach, I remember calling Dino, and Dino gave me value without me ever giving him a cent. And I said, I've got to work with that guy. So,
I appreciate that. Well, and we got to go backwards. I appreciate that, Bud. But that's interesting in terms of like, you're like, okay, actually I figured out when I give a ton of value, then they go, okay, this guy really knows what he's doing.
Yes.
And so then they're going to be more likely to come back around, which for everybody listening in, if you're wondering, okay, it doesn't matter if you're an agency, done for you service provider, or coach or consultant, giving that value, right, is just further demonstrating your expertise. And so you don't have to live in a state of lack, like I'm giving away too much.
Right.
Because as long as we're always learning and growing, evolving, which we are, there's always going to be more content to come out with. And it's dynamic.
It's a credibility thing. It gives you more credibility, the more content, more value you can offer.
I love that. So let's do this. I'm going to share my screen. Let's go over to your TikTok here, Ken. I have this pulled up. And guys, if you want to see something entertaining, check out Ken's TikTok. All right. He's Ken Canion on Coach Ken Canion on TikTok. But can you see my screen right now, Ken?
I can see it. Yes.
All right. So let's scroll through some of your videos here, and let's have you break down, like, why did this one get 262,000 views, which is insane. What was happening here? Did you know this video, how to get him to value, was going to do that well, or were you kind of just testing different content subjects?
So here's my goal. My goal with every video is to get 10,000 views. All right, that's my
Ooh.
goal with every single video. And some videos take a little bit longer to get there than others. But some videos I want to get to 100,000. So I have several videos that have gotten 100,000, 200,000 videos. This is one of them because I realized that, listen, that's the question. That's what they're talking about in their head. The conversation they're having in their head, I'm just speaking to that conversation. And when I speak to the conversation, they'll watch him over and over and over again.
I love that. That's huge, right? And we'll talk about this, why this one got 1.1 million views in a second here, but that's huge. Entering the conversation that's going on in their head. Ken, how do we do that? Because I mean, again, like your stuff is your content's incredible. It's entertaining. You're funny. I've seen videos recently of you and your wife, which I think is a whole nother dynamic, which is awesome. How can somebody out there go, this is precisely how I enter the conversation that's going on in my prospect's mind, so that they can also create viral content? Because the thing that I love about this most, everybody listening in, pay attention here. Look at Ken's videos. It's Ken talking into the camera. There's not fancy dancing and lights and music. He is literally, his content is so good. The value of his content is so good. He knows his target audience so well that his videos are racking up hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views, because of the wisdom and knowledge and expertise that he's providing. That's much more difficult to do than dancing around to some video or doing some prank. So it really speaks to the fact that you know your target audience so well. How do you know that your target audience so well?
Well, I think what it is all right, and this is you, and this is a good question, and I've learned this from a lot of people who are in the space, experts. People, all you have to do, if you really want to know, and you say you want to get into something, go to YouTube and type in how to do this, how to do that. And what'll happen is different topics will come up that you never thought about. But as for me, I had just a little heads up, little insight, because I had been coaching, and I realized many of the women who I had talked to, they were telling me their problems. They would say, "Hey, Ken, coach, why is this happening? Tell me how to do this." And so what I did is I jotted down all of those things, and I began making short answers for them. And so that to me made so much sense. Listen, you can get intel from anywhere, y'all. People will tell you what's on their mind because they want it fixed. And that's how I did it.
Hold on there, bud. So you're saying you go to YouTube and you're like, okay, what are people searching on YouTube around this relationship
Yes.
topic, right? And then you're like, boom, I'm going to go create my answer to this question that people
That's
are
exactly
typing
what I
into.
did.
Boom. And then your clients are asking you questions. You're like, okay, I'll just go back around if they're wondering that. That's another piece of content. Because again, let's pull up your TikTok here and look at a few more of this. A few more, like this one right here. When a man ghosts you, do this. Was that a question that you found on YouTube? Was that a question some of your clients were asking you?
So that was a question that that my clients asked me, but I also went to YouTube to see what was going on with it, and people wanted to know that answer. So instead of me saying how to, and what I did, I just used the hook. Hey, if he does this, this is what you do, and so that way, we would do it. We would come up with the answer. But yeah, I look both ways.
Awesome. Okay, so you look in both spots. You're looking at client, what's being searched on YouTube. You're talking to clients. Whatever questions they're asking you. You're like, boom, this is going to be really good content marketing stuff. I love it. Again, your content is also it's incredible, but it's also one of the things I love that you do is you're really good at stimulating conversations.
Right.
I've seen this in the Facebook group. What are your thoughts on polarizing types of content? Because you have a branding and marketing background. You're a stud. So Ken really knows this stuff well. But I'm in your Facebook group, and it's interesting to be a fly on the wall in there, by the way. But you will ask some very interesting questions that relate to dating, intimacy, and so forth.
Sure.
And I'm amazed that people open up with where they're at in intimacy and things of that nature. What are your thoughts around being polarizing? Because sometimes because we kind of talking about this the other day, you do this thing where if somebody has a different opinion than you don't argue with them. What is it you do when somebody disagrees
Oh
with your
yeah.
point of view?
So when you're polarizing, people aren't going to agree. And I what I know about branding is you can't be lukewarm. You have to be hot or cold. You have to be one or the other. But I also say when people disagree with me, it's an opportunity. And so the one thing I will tell them, I'm not going to go back and forth with you about anything. What I say is, hey, I have a show. I have an open forum. Why don't you and I discuss it, debate it in a respectful manner so that you can get your point across, I can get mine across. And almost always, Dino, they never say anything else.
I don't even, I need to make another one for this that just says badass on it right there, because did you guys hear what Ken just said? When somebody disagrees with him, he doesn't get upset. His energy and emotional state doesn't change at all. He goes, hey, I appreciate your opinion. I agree. I think differently. Why don't you come on my show in front of my audience and we'll talk about it? And then you never see him again.
Ghost. I mean, and then the thing about it is, I always say, listen, let's be respectful to each other. I respect your opinion. And I said, I would never do anything to disrespect you. I just want you to get it out and let the audience decide what, because they may not agree with me. And almost never.
It's amazing.
So,
It's amazing. Yeah. So again, guys, if you're looking, obviously probably to grow your social media following, land more clients, grow your business. Big takeaways that Ken has gone through right now, because his business is skyrocketing, his social media accounts and followers and so forth, just skyrocketing. Here's what he is doing that he's shared with us graciously today, right? Number one, right, is he's creating different pieces of content for different purposes. Some content is designed to go viral, grow your audience, reach more people. Other pieces of content is not designed to reach a ton of people. It's designed to build authority or convert individuals into actual paying clients, which is massive.
absolutely.
Two different things. And then, right, very polarizing. He knows his opinions, he knows his thoughts, and he's entering the conversation that's happening in his audience's mind. In this case, single women who are looking for dating advice around this. And so he does that by going to YouTube. He does that by asking his clients and listening to his clients. What questions are they asking? And he produces content around that. Because again, on TikTok, it's normally a platform for dancing, music, and fancy effects. Ken's just sitting here talking into the camera, and he's racking up millions of views. So it really speaks to the volume of which he knows his expertise and his target audience, and doing so. And so, Ken, I really appreciate that. One last thing.
Yes, sir.
We wrap up here. Any advice you want to give folks listening in terms of what they should do social media marketing wise?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got one piece of advice, and one only. Start. Don't wait. Don't try to figure it out, because you don't know what you don't know. And you will figure it out along the way. Just be consistent, persistent, and tenacious about getting it done. If you've got a big enough why, the how becomes irrelevant. You know what? You will find your way. But listen, you got to start. I didn't want to start TikToks. I thought it was just stupid, people just dancing. But when I looked at it, I said, at the end of the day, it's a platform that rewards work. And I decided I was going to do it. And I realized it's a lot more value on there than anything else. And last thing, Dino, it is the most visited website in the world.
Ooh, most visited website in the world is TikTok. It's the fastest growing social network right now as well. You guys have probably noticed like Facebook and Instagram are trying to copy and mimic the TikTok format of short form videos. So that's amazing, bud. I appreciate you sharing that. Like Ken said, just get started, learn along the way. Ken, my man, your time is valuable. You've got a ton of clients, millions of followers. You're a rock star and an amazing relationship coach. Where can folks get in touch with you so they can contact you and learn more about what you're up to?
Great. You can contact me. You can first follow me on TikTok at Coach Ken Canion, on Instagram, Coach Ken Canion, on YouTube at Coach Ken Canion, Facebook at Ken Canion. And I will tell you one last thing, Dino. What I realized was I kind of reverse engineered it. TikTok funded everything else. It propped it. Now all of my social media are growing. So I've got 130,000 on TikTok. I've got 60,000 followers on Facebook. YouTube and Instagram are growing like crazy. But TikTok fueled all of that.
Okay, so go to Ken's profile on TikTok, Coach Ken Canion, right? And again,
Right.
This guy's a branding expert. Did you notice it's Coach Ken Canion across the board for all the platforms, right? He knows what he's doing, all right? So definitely follow this guy. And then you're saying TikTok is pushing traffic to all of your other.
Yep, I just became a partner of YouTube last night as a result of 6 weeks ago, Dino, I had 72 followers on YouTube because I just used to dump content there. I used to feel like it was too difficult. But what I did was, once I got on TikTok, I got serious about building my YouTube channel. I've got 2,400 followers in 6 weeks, and I just got the invitation to be a partner and monetized last night. So it's working. It's working.
This guy, again, he's just a genius. You guys will be entertained by his videos, I promise you. Again, there's no special effects. You don't need all the things. It's just when your content is that good, you're going to blow up. And that's exactly what Ken does. He's an amazing, amazing dating and relationship coach. So Ken, my man, appreciate all the wisdom. Appreciate your time here, especially on Friday. Guys, reach out to Ken. Links will be beneath this video so you guys can reach out and follow Ken. Check out his TikTok. Learn, study what he's doing so you can reverse engineer that as well. But thanks again, my man. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Again, join us next time where we will sit down with another industry influencer to reveal a crazy good marketing strategy that you can implement inside of your business. Thanks again, buddy. We'll chat with you soon.
My guy.